We're going to give you a few tips today. I hope you're all relaxed, okay, on sleep. Now we're going to look on sleep as an activity, right? And there's things you can do to improve this activity, right? And it's very, very important that you plan and set up a routine so that you can get the best sleep you can possibly get, because the benefits are huge, right? And there's different things you can do, right, to help that sleep, right? Now, the first thing you want to do when you're dealing with sleep is make sure your environment is comfortable, right? You want to make sure that before you, like say about 2 hours before you go to sleep, you want to make sure that you turn off all the electronics, the TV and everything, right? Your iPads, your phones and everything. You don't need those on, right? So you can put the phone on silent, right? Okay. And if you don't really need the phone, if they're, if you don't have small children, whatever, there's no need to have the phone. You can actually put the phone just outside your bedroom, and then you don't have any need for it at all, right? Make sure you turn everything off, right? And relax and just potter around and do what you do before you go to bed. You could always go for a nice bath, okay? And relax that way. Put some nice Redox in there and just relax. Okay, you can always have a little glass of wine as well if you want. It's up to yourself. But have a nice relaxing bath, and you can put on some nice music, right? And this will wind you down, right? Okay, and it's important to wind yourself down before you go to bed, because if you're after watching TV, especially a thriller or something, right? Okay, you're wound up and it'll take you longer to get down into a sleep pattern where you're relaxed and stuff. And you don't want to be taking any of that stuff into your sleep pattern, right? So try and relax. Say to yourself, right, okay, I'm going to finish TV at this time. I'm going to relax and take it easy. And I'm going to go up and have a bath after I've finished doing what I have to do downstairs, clean the place up or whatever it is you want to do. Go down and set yourself a nice little kind of a routine where you're running a nice bath, put in your Redox, have your music on, have a little drink of tea or a glass of wine, whatever it is you want. And know that this will get you in a lovely space, right? Okay. Now in the bedroom, right? What I like to have no TV in the bedroom. Now it's up to yourself whether you have a TV or not in the bedroom. I preferably would like not to have any TV in the bedroom, so I don't have any TV in the bedroom. It's good to have the environment clear. Try and have as little clutter as possible in the bedroom and have it nice and comfortable. Have the lighting at a gentle level and have nice comfortable sheets. Nice comfortable sheets. There's nothing nicer than getting into the bed at night and you have clean, crisp sheets. It's just gorgeous. I love it. You can read in bed. You can listen to a nice relaxing music. You can listen to a nice relaxing story if you want, if you don't feel like reading. Also make sure the temperature in the room is nice. You could also have an air purifier in the room to keep the air nice, or you could have you remember that little bulby thing I showed you before, the water thing that sends out vapors in the night. You can have a lovely things like lavender in those, and they're giving nice smells and stuff in the room. That's always nice. I love that. So make sure everything is nice and comfortable. And once you're kind of set up, once you start the routine, you kind of set up, it's easy enough then to kind of, you have the lighting set, you have the comfortable bedding, you have the air purifier or the vapor, and it's all set up. So it's just setting it up as a little bit of a plan to put together, but you'll get there and you'll do it. It's quite easy and it's very, very effective, right? The other thing you want to do is reassure you with positive talking, right? Self-talk, your inner voice, basically, your little man in your head, right? Reassure yourself and tell yourself that, right, this is time to go to sleep now. I need to be nice and calm, right? There's nowhere I need to go, and there's nothing I need to do, right? Everything else can wait till the morning, right? don't worry about if you didn't load the dishwasher or you didn't clear the sink. It'll all be there in the morning. Just leave it there. Go to bed if you're tired and relax and take it easy, right? Now, another thing you can introduce in there, and we've talked about this before, is a nice drink, right? Now, it can be a cup of chamomile tea, right? I recommend that you have only 1 cup. If you're going to have chamomile tea, have only 1 cup of chamomile tea a day, right? Now, you can have this like at 6 o'clock in the evening, right? If you want to kind of even wind yourself down after your day, or you can have it before you go, sip it along then, you know, as you go along through the evening. Or you can choose at 8 o'clock, you wish to have a nice warm cup of milk. And in the warm cup of milk, you put in some nutmeg and some cinnamon and a little bit of honey, right? You put in the honey to your taste, basically. So that there will give you a nice comfort. The warm drink will give you comfort, and the nutmeg is a natural sleeping aid. So that will help you enormously, right? And the cinnamon and honey are also good for the body. They have their important functions. Okay, so I would recommend sipping drinks after 6 o'clock because you don't want to disturb your sleep during the night by having to get up and go to the ladies' room too much, right? Okay, so basically if you sip your drinks, right, and then you won't have, you know, no point in drinking loads of drinks between 6 o'clock and when you go to bed because you'll be up all night, right? So sip your drinks, right? It's also important that you, what you eat, right? Very important what you eat before you go to bed, right? There are different foods that actually help you to kind of wind down, right? And improve your mood, right? They actually relax you down, and it's important to introduce those. The nutmeg obviously would be one of them, obviously. But if you're going to eat, don't eat a huge amount before you go to bed. My motto is always little and often, right? So don't, like, if you're 2 hours before you're going to bed, I would suggest that you maybe have the hot mug of milk then, right? And before that, you can have your dinner, like an hour before that you have your dinner. Try and eat about 6 o'clock, right? 6 o'clock is the best time to eat. And then if you have your mug of milk at around 8, you won't be hungry, right? Okay. That's just a suggestion of a routine. It's completely up to you what you do. Yeah, so while you're, you know, the messages you send yourself or give yourself before you go to sleep is very important, right? There's no point in being all stressed before you go to bed. That's not going to do, you're not going to sleep then, right? Okay. You need to be gentle with your thoughts and allocate stuff for the following day, and don't be stressing over what's coming or what's been. Just be in the now, and just relax yourself down and be kind, and make sure you're talking to yourself in a gentle way, right? And relaxing yourself down. So your self-talk needs to be very gentle, right? And this will help you because your dreams are very important. And if you're not relaxed properly, or you're watching movies, especially horrors, before you go to bed, you're not going to sleep very well because you're going to have dreams, and you might have even nightmares. Because I find my husband doesn't allow me watch horror movies because I would be talking and screaming all night long. So that's not recommended. Okay. So basically be nice to yourself. Watch a nice soppy romantic movie if you want, and think nice thoughts before you go to sleep, because that's very important. Now, food, I'll get back to the foods. There's particular foods that are very good for you to introduce into your diet, that will help your mood and keep your mood kind of, you know, on a gentle, even key, right? They're calming foods, basically, right? And things like, I'll just go through this quickly because we probably mentioned a few of them before. They will double up, right? The one I was mentioning before was chamomile, right? And there's turmeric. Turmeric is very good for inflammation, so that's very good to introduce. And you could put a quarter teaspoon into your milk as well if you want, with your nutmeg, cinnamon and honey, right? So that's good. I do have a video regarding this, so basically if you want it, I'll put it, I'll give it to you, right? Other things are walnuts, seeds, flex seeds, chia seeds. These are all very good. Avocado, asparagus, fermented foods. These are all good for the moods, right? So introducing these foods would be of great help to you, right? Now, the consequences of not getting a good night's sleep. It's important to know these because if you know the importance of it, you will make a better effort of getting a good night's sleep, right? If we don't get a good night's sleep, the side effects for us are far more dramatic from the side effects for other people. We may get dizzy, right? We can't complete sentences, right? Because we start getting all kind of dyslexic and we can't kind of put sentences together because we get fatigued. Everything gets fatigued. The battery runs low and everything gets slow and very lethargic. And that happens to us a lot faster than it does with regular people. You can't think straight. You can't get the words get your words from your brain to your mouth, basically. You could possibly suffer from migraines, right? Irritability goes up completely. Your tolerance level goes up. Your eyesight can reduce, right? Because the muscles can fatigue. Way back when I got this first, I realized I had 20/20 vision. And I went to get my eyes tested because I was finding that my vision was getting very blurred and was getting very kind of, off. I went to a specialist. No, I went to Specsavers first, right? And they told me that my eyesight was 20/20. There was nothing wrong with me, and off I had to go. So off I went, and I knew there was something wrong. So I went to a specialist. And the specialist told me that it's the muscles that control the eyes get fatigued in our situation, right? And that's what alters the vision and stuff. So it's very important that you try and get a good night's sleep and rest when needed, all right? Now, when you do get a good night's sleep, the positives are the thing, right? Your brain works better, right? Much, much better, right? You don't get as cross, right? You speak clearer, right? You've increased concentration. It improves your immune system, which is very important. It heals your body, right? When you're asleep, your body is healing, right? Repairing, and that's very important, right? Okay. It helps with mental health, right? Because your mental health is better if you're not as fatigued, and it reduces stress. So there's some very important points that will encourage you to try and get a good night's sleep and implement some of these things that I'm telling you today, so that hopefully you'll get a good night's sleep. And I know you will, because these are very good. And I've got a lot of feedback from people who've tried these, and it has helped. Especially when you go to bed and you put on a meditation or a relaxation video. That's very good for before you go to sleep. That's very, very effective, right? Unconscious processes when you're asleep, right? The unconscious processes are how your body works on the inside, right? The brain waves are even more active when you're asleep than when you're awake. So everything that you couldn't figure out during the day, your body is actually, and your brain is figuring out at night. So that's an important thing, right? That's very beneficial. The next one is healing. Your body is healing. It's healing all the cells and stuff so that everything is repairing. And that's very important, right? It creates and consolidates memories, right? All the things that happen to you during the day, it puts those together, and it puts it together, and it works on creating memories for you. And that's always a good thing, right? And all the information that you've got during the day, it's all processing. It's a very powerful thing, the brain, right? Yeah, so it works away without the distractions of the daily, things that are going on. Everything is nice and quiet at night, so it has no distractions. It can work away, and that's why it works even better at night while you're asleep, right? I have it down here. It wonders to figure out the time. Don't have to see. Yeah, I mentioned that already. Okay, so then we're on to the next part, is when you quieten everything down and you sleep and you discover solutions to things you can't while you're awake. Yeah, we did that already. The person who I got the example from this was Paul McCartney. When he was asleep, he had a dream, right? Okay, and his dream was the song Yesterday. Right, that came to him in a dream, and that's happened many people, that things come to them in their sleep through dreams, and it's actually messages. So if you pay attention to your dreams, like when you wake up, you try and stay there for a minute and try and remember what your dreams are. You never know, there's messages coming through, and if you listen to those, they can actually advise you on different things that you've come across the day before, and you'll find you'll have light bulb moments, you know. So I thought that was very interesting with Paul McCartney and the song Yesterday. So inspired while he was asleep, imagine. Okay, so now the other things that you can introduce to your daily routine, right, to aid your sleep is magnesium. Right, and magnesium is fabulous, right? I've heard a couple of people now lately, and obviously with the group and everything, we've used it an awful lot in the group. But lately, I think in the last 3 weeks, about 5 people have told me magnesium has aided their sleep very, very well, because magnesium relaxes everything, right? It relaxes all the muscles. If you had, say, when athletes have cramps and stuff in their leg, they can take magnesium to relax cramps. Even if we find in the bed, we'd find our leg cramping up during the night, or our stomach getting crampy and stuff. If you put magnesium into your diet and more fluids, you will actually you would stop getting those cramps and leg stiffenings and stuff, you know, muscle spasms basically. So that's a very, very good thing to introduce to your diet, is magnesium, right? Now I use magnesium Verla. It's a small little sachet, right? And you get it in any chemist. And basically, if I need this one particularly, it helps to just, if I need an extra bit of relaxation in my life, if I'm finding things a bit stressful, I introduce that, and I take about 2 to 3 a day through that time, and then I just would have 1 a day then once things relax down. Yeah, so the next thing I have that I got during the week was how to promote relaxation in your body through touch, right? Okay, and there's 2 points in particular, right? And it's based on kinesiology, right? And the first point is at the top of your head, right? And it's right there. Do you know when you were a baby, right? And there was a little hole in the top of your head, right? And it wasn't closed, right? And then as you got older, you got like 2 or 3, I think it is, it slowly closes in, right? That particular point along there, right, okay, is very, very important, right? And if you're there and you just tap along there, forward and back, that's very good. And then you put your 2 hands in there, right? And you gently pull it apart, just gently. Oh no, you squeeze it together. Sorry, to go to sleep, you squeeze it together. And to waken up, you pull it apart. So you squeeze it together, right? Squeeze it together into the center, right? And that helps to relaxate the body, right? So you're there and you just gently massage with your fingers into the center, right? And that relaxes you unbelievably, right? And will help you to sleep. Now in the morning time, because I do this in the morning, I actually do the same exercise, but I pull it apart, right? Because that wakes you up, right? So that one, pushing in and relaxing, closing it will help you to relax down, right? And pulling apart will help you to wake up. So obviously at night, you're going to push it in nice and relaxed like that. Okay. Now the other point is here in the forehead, right? Okay. And your eyebrows are here. So you just go up from your eyebrows, right? And you tap that there. Okay. And then you're going to put your fingers on it and you're going to put it nice and firmly and you're gently going to push it up, right? gently. Okay, do it again. Nice, up. All right, and do it again. Okay. And then you're just going to place your hands on it, okay, and gently go in circles. Okay. And that there will relax the body down. So anytime you're feeling stressed, right, and you want to relax yourself down, this exercise, either of these exercises will do, right? Okay. That's super. Okay, alrighty, let's see how we're doing. Yeah, so basically that's my tips and tricks for today. Okay, there's a lot in that, so you may want to listen back when it's put up on the YouTube channel. But for now, that is it. Okay.